Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Ouachita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of Western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting season of Cordell Blue Devil football. I'm Mike Sutherland, along with the man, the myth, the legend, Dudley Simpson, here on the coolest beginning of the season you and I have had together.
That's right.
We were talking a couple of years back. We were here. Kickoff was 107 degrees, and I believe we're sitting at a brisk 89 degrees in Sayre, America. To start the Cordell Blue Devil season, we are here in Sayre, America. Our opponent tonight, the Sayre Eagles.
This is their first game as well. We're playing week 0 right here. The officials are out here. You can watch it on Facebook 107 The Zone. Cordell is in the white uniforms. Sarah's in their
maroon
uniforms. There's the Eagles coming on the field.
Yeah.
I'll give you a look at that on the internet.
Big changes for both teams this year. Blue Devils begin with a new offensive system, new defensive system, new head coaches, new assistant coaches, and a new group of leaders. This Cordell Blue Devil team is led by team captain Danny Corbin, J.D. Maddox, Alex Kennedy, and Tucker Preby. The Blue Devils won the toss and deferred to the second half. They will be defending the east end of the field to begin with, and Sayre Eagles at home graduated a bunch of good ball players last year and are really young this year.
And if you look at it, Cordell with her new coaching staff, you got Coach Cody Gilmore, Vaughn Blankenship, Buddy Holman and Jacoby Mitchell are coaching for the Blue Devils. I got here before 6 o'clock, and they were already out here warming up and getting ready. So they've been here for a while. They've been here for quite a while getting ready for this, and it takes a lot to get everything ready for the first ball game, and so it's exciting, and it's Blue Devil football at its best right here.
Yeah, beginning of the year is always interesting, especially when you got a new group of coaches, new group of players. It's the little things that matter the most, especially in the beginning of the season. It's normally the team that makes the fewest mistakes, gets the fewest penalties at this point of the season that'll probably prevail. Size-wise, Blue Devils and Eagles pretty evenly matched as far as the eye test goes. Blue Devils looking a little bigger than we were last year, missing a couple of key guys in the backfield, but with missing players comes key opportunities for new guys. And the Blue Devils will be kicking off. Number 5, Dason Ramsey will be kicking the ball. He's waiting on the whistle. Mr. Whitehat blows it into play. He checks his ends, and here it is. Line drive kick right to the 25, takes a bounce, fielded at the 22, looking straight up the field, and he's got a big hole, and there is a whiff tackle right there on the play. And beginning of the game, opening kickoff, touchdown, Sayre Eagles.
Well, that didn't take long. The clock hadn't even started yet.
Yeah. Yeah, the clock keeper here in Sayre got so excited he forgot to start the clock.
Maybe we can start all over and do that again since the clock didn't start. So, Well, they had a chance. They made a good wedge to the right side. The south side of the field headed east. And once you got back there, safety went, well, he's mine, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. So.
Yeah, safety seemed in position, and then there was nothing there. Here's the snap, going for 2, rolling to his right, dove straight up the middle. Good fake to the right. 2-point conversion is good. Normally at this point we'd go to commercial, but we haven't been here long enough to do that just yet.
We can just talk a little more about all this stuff, and I guarantee this is what the nightmare that I don't care who the coaches are, whether you're veterans or new at this and stuff, you don't let them run the first kickoff back for a touchdown and go from there.
Got a short story for you, brother.
Well, now that you're in the hole.
It's been about 5 or 6 years ago. We kicked the ball off to Sayre, and they ran it back, opening kickoff back for a touchdown. Followed immediately by Colton Henson running the Blue Devils opening kickoff back for a touchdown.
It can happen.
Hey, turnabout's fair play. Let's see how this turns out.
You bet. And what's fun is all these teams are so amped and so ready. I mean, they had a good scrimmage last week. We had meet the players 2 weeks ago, and they're so ready to get this underway. And then a little shell shock and going, okay, suck it up. It's time to play ball.
Time to play ball. You got new leaders with the graduates, and you got your older players moving up. J.D. Maddox has been part of this Blue Devil team for a number of years now, filled out quite a bit over the summer. Looks like he gained about 10 to 15 pounds, all in a good way. Then you've got Danny Corbin, which inevitably I'll end up calling one of them Danny Maddox and J.D. Corbin.
They'll understand that, and you'll have to buy them a Coke one
I'll have
days,
to do something more. Sayre set to kick from the 40, line drive kick straight to, no, he let Corbin field it at the 18. Looking to the right, coming back to the left, is doubled back. Good tackle by number 18 of the Eagles, Ryan Johnston. Good tackle in the open field on Danny Corbin. Be a little bit different terminology talking about the offense this year. When you hear me say something like a 2-2-1 stack, you're going to have 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left, and a single setback stacked right behind the running back. And that's what we're in right now, a 2-2 stack. Wide side of the field is to the left, as I'm looking at it, is the south side, as you see it in your head on the radio. Corbin back to take the snaps. And number 15, Bartlett, is the running back. Low snap. Corbin has to dive on it. You had a little bit of time but didn't realize it. Low snap to begin. And there's a flag on the play. And it's probably going to be an offensive penalty, just to be honest. The only thing in last week's scrimmage that I noticed was a concern for me. There were 2 things. Is one, several of the wideouts were a little bit unsure of how to get lined up. And then the second thing was the snap. And we have a procedure penalty against the Blue Devils. He didn't line up right, most likely. Ball went between Corbin's feet, and wasn't fielded cleanly. And we have a timeout by the Cordell Blue Devils to start.
Let's just stay here.
And we'll just stay here. Not the way you want to start everything, but this is part of the growing pains when you have a complete new system. It's a complete new system, different terminology, different head coaches.
You bet. And this is high school football at its best. You got to love it from top to bottom because these kids are working hard and enjoying it. We're enjoying it. So they're doing what they can. That's what they've been training for. And season didn't start just 2 weeks ago to meet the players. They really officially got to start here in August, about the 10th, I believe it was. But most of them been in summer pride all summer long, working out and getting ready for all this. So there's so much anticipation getting this thing underway. And all they got to do is get the kinks out. They're there, and we were talking about how good these kids are athletic-wise. You'll see them in other sports throughout the year and stuff, and they're good kids and good players and stuff, and they'll contribute. And when we had to meet the players, I was talking about how well the athletes represent the town of Cordell. You got to be happy with them and proud of what they're doing, and they represent us well. And got to get the wheels on the wagon, then we'll be ready to roll to the west end.
All right, we're looking at a 2 wide left, 1 wide right diamond formation, 2 backs lined up next to the quarterback, and it is chased down from behind by number 50 for the Sayre Eagles, Zeke Curtis.
That one's going to back you up to about the 8 right here. They were in the backfield on the snap, and when he took the handoff, somebody had his arms around him and wrapped him up in a hurry. So.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a chance there. That one's not on the running back. We've got a 3-1 stack, 3 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left, single setback behind Danny Corbin in the gun. There's the snap, good snap. He's rolling to his left, looking to option pitch this when he cuts it upfield himself. Gets himself a little breathing room out to the 12. That'll bring up 4th, and it looks about like 21. And you'll see the Blue Devil punt team at this juncture. Punter for the Blue Devils this year. Again, we graduated everybody and everything when it came to that, and I don't have a punter listed. We'll see who it is. We got numbers. Is that a 73? If it's 73, it's Caden Rivera.
For a little bit. Okay. When you're ready, we'll put you back to work.
Deep to take the snap. There's a snap. Decent snap right to him. Slow update, but good kick. Kicks it straight down the left sideline. Great Blue Devil bounce. Ball bounces out of bounds at the Blue Devil 49. The Eagles will take over from there, and we'll just continue to ride it out. Both all the officials have already moved. They've got the ball virtually placed and ready to go. We'll catch up with some commercials here in a few minutes. Early on in the season, you get a few more timeouts because they are very mindful to keep the players hydrated as well as the officials hydrated.
Yeah, and that's important this time of year. I know that it's cooled off a little bit, but a little bit doesn't make up. When you're out there on the field with the pads and everything, it's pretty serious.
Sayre with the and there's movement, and I'm not sure what you're going to get. I think they're going to get us offside that we jump first. Yep.
Yeah.
Our right end jumped first, and it caused their tackle to move. Eagles running a little bit of an old flexbone style formation, and it's designed for a lot of movement, a lot of misdirection, and they're not real big, so it's designed to fool the defense. So it'll be interesting to watch. Quarterback under center.
That's anticipation also.
And there's the lead block down after about 5.5-yard gain. Since it was 1st and 5 after the penalty, that'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Down the Sayre to the Cordell 38, just inside the 38. 38.
And they're not going to run too much right over the middle. You're going to get a lot of that misdirection. And here they are lined up. You've got 2 flex backs to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback under center, hard snap. He's going to pitch it, student body right. Number 21 running right up the gut, and he rumbles for about 8. They just put more bodies on the defenders than you got there. You're going to eventually have to plug that hole up, because what's ended up happening, if I can explain the play, the quarterback pitches to the running back who's right behind him and then becomes a lead blocker behind other lead blockers. So,
and it was just, like you said, student body right. There was all kinds of people there.
So, I mean, if you end up with 6 guys blocking 3, you're going to win that battle all day. And here we go, hard count. Rolls it to the right. No, actually, dive play. Good fake on the dive. Tackled at and boy, that was awful close.
No, he crossed the line before he went down.
So they're going to call it a touchdown. Dive play straight up the middle toward the Sayre Eagles. They fake that student body right and then inside handoff up the middle for a touchdown.
30-yard run right up the right side, and all of a sudden that makes Sayre 14. And Cordell's waiting to put points on the board.
Let's see what we're going to get here. White Hat is waving off a flag.
There was no flag on the play. That's going to be a Sayre Eagle touchdown.
Yep, I didn't see the flag.
I didn't see the flag. It was probably over here.
He was talking about, the pile up in the end zone. Was there anything there?
No.
Plays over when they cross the end zone.
Yeah, it forced the fumble at the goal line. An official evidently believed he was across it, which is a dead ball. It doesn't matter what happens to it at that point.
Are they going to go student body right or left?
Well, it looks like they're going to try to kick the extra point.
I'm going to line up for number 21 to kick.
He was punch kicking it earlier with a little bit of success. We'll see which direction the ball goes. There's a snap, up, line drive kick. It is good. Sayre Eagles at this point in the first quarter. 9:28 to go in the first quarter. Sayre Eagles 15, Blue Devils 0. We'll be right back.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
We'll go again.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
All right, we're back, and Blue Devils await the kickoff. And hasn't been a good beginning.
Unless you're a Sayre fan.
Unless you're a Sayre fan. We had a whiff tackle on the kickoff return and didn't do much on offense when we did get the ball. And then an inside handoff up the middle for a Sayre touchdown. And Blue Devils are down 15-0 to start the game. Fielded by Corbin at the 18. He's looking for a lane. Finally just puts his shoulder down. And, the Sayre Eagle fans are cheering, but their guy got the worst end of that one.
Right. Corbin lowered his head, lowered his shoulder, and went through him, knocked him back about 2 yards or 3. So.
Yeah, so Blue Devils begin with the ball at the 30. And it won't take long for guys like Corbin and J.D. Maddox to get their younger cohorts lined out a little bit. Back in got a diamond. No, we got a pistol to the left. 2 setbacks behind Corbin. Going to fake the handoff, looking for an option, and pitches it. He's got the edge a little and couldn't quite pick up that block on the edge for no gain to the left. I had number 2, Jordan Wood, on the carry and about a half a yard loss.
Back to the 29 roughly, so just above the 29.
Well, that wouldn't have been Wood on the carry. It was Wood on the block. And here we're simplifying a little bit, coming back to 2 wide to.
So did he fake that pitch, or
he pitched
a delay?
Yeah.
Because he made it look like a pitch and then waited, hesitated, then made the pitch.
2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Fake the handoff. No man's there, so he's going to take a good stiff arm. Heads upfield, hard to get down, and he gets about a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Got the yard back they lost. Didn't quite get the edge on that one. He faked the handoff to someone who wasn't there, so my guess is there's a running back supposed to be there that that didn't get the memo.
When they grade the tape, they'll talk about it then.
Yeah, they'll definitely talk about it then. We got 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. And it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever to see them go to the air at this juncture, keeping single back behind. Now we've gone to a 2-2-1 stack, single back behind Corbin. And I bet they're going in the air. Good snap, looking to go, and he's rolling. He is a lefty, and a good hit there by the pursuit. Coverage was decent, and protection broke down. About a loss of a yard on the play, and it'll bring up about 4th and 11, a fat 11 we'll call it. Another punting situation for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, he scrambled and did a good job scrambling. There's just no room to see or go anywhere, so time to punt, number 2.
And we have 7:26 of the sunshine right in their face. I'm wondering if that wasn't part of the problem, trying to find a man downfield.
Well, they're going to stop the play. Well, it can be some of it, but when they had the scrimmage last week, they had the sun then, but when they had a practice the week before, they did it under the lights. So when we get under the lights, it'll get a whole lot better.
A whole lot different. There's the snap, looking for the kick. Decent kick right straight down the middle of the field. It is landing on the 40, bounced out around the 45. He's going to spot it right on the Eagle, 45. You're listening to 106.9, the FM 107, The Zone. We'll be right back.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Running back stacked up after about a 4-yard gain and pushed hard backwards. Left side of the Blue Devil defense there on the stop. Looked like led by J.D. Maddox over on that side. Still a 5-yard gain with that student body right. It's a simple offense, but 5 guys blocks 3 guys almost every time.
You bet when we was talking earlier, said these coaches are smart enough. They're not going to show anything they don't have to. And if you can run student body right or student body left, that's all you have to run all night long.
All right, here we go again. Blue Devils up, ball's on the ground and his knee's on the ground, so that's going to be a dead ball. Bring up the first 3rd down situation for the Eagles tonight. Mishandled snap, seemed to be where it was supposed to be, just he was making a pitch before he got the ball all the way.
Might have sweated a little bit on his hands, and that'll make it ball slippery too.
This time of year, we certainly will. 3rd down, and it looks like a long 5 from where I'm sitting. Eagles come to the line of scrimmage. Same basic flex formation. Two flex backs to the right, 1 to the left. Going to hand it off, student body left. He finds a place up the middle and a seam stacked up just beyond the line to gain. It looks like it's going to be a 1st down for the Eagles.
Better stop by the Blue Devils, but that's 1st down for Sayre at the Cordell 44-yard line. So 1st down for the Sayre Eagles, and they'll be on the Cordell 44-yard line. They got to get to the 34 for a 1st down.
6:12 to go in the 1st quarter. We're going to get a jump on the left side from the Eagles.
Well, there's a lot of motion there in that line and in the backfield and stuff, because the quarterback was kind of shaking whenever he was making the snap count.
And it caused his left tackle to jump. So we're going to have a 1st and 15 for the Eagles from just inside the Blue Devil 49-yard line. 1st and 15. And this is the kind of offense that will develop as it goes on. Later on in the year, you'll see a lot of motion out of this offense. And they're going to do the student body right again. And he cuts back in the middle. It's plugged up this time. 4.5-yard gain, bring up 2nd down and just a little over 10.
Big 74 for the Cordell Blue Devils made the stop. Who you got there?
There's not going to be a lot of room right there in that middle, right over the center this year. Number 74, Sam Lindsay. I was watching the scrimmage against Thomas and I always forget Crescent last week, and he played well against both Thomas and Crescent.
They put on the pads and all the stuff, and they look like giants now.
Yeah.
So good players, good kids.
Same formation for the Eagles, hard count. He's going to go student body left. That's what we're going to call it until they do something different. Has a seam. Going to be run out of bounds along the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles.
Tackled by number 4.
That's going to be Danny Corbin. See,
you
that
said
was
you was
almost.
say it,
I told you I was going to say it before it was over with.
Oh, but Danny Maddox couldn't run that fast anymore. He couldn't run anyway. So. And I said that. You can blame that on me. So.
I get into trouble.
You're going to back out of that.
I get in trouble for enough stuff. Same offense. That's going to be a procedure penalty. Yep. He didn't have them lined up long enough. He snapped the ball before his players were set. And that's going to be 1st and 15 on the play. And so Eagles come back. They're going to go to the same formation every time. They've run the same formation the entire game. Let's see, 5:15 to go. Blue Devils already trail 15-0. Eagles on the drive. Finds an inside lane and nobody to the outside. Got a chance. Corbin chases him down, but not until he's 20 yards down the field. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Sayre Eagles.
Yeah, he made that right corner, and he looked in and saw all kinds of tacklers, but there's nobody on the outside toward the south side of the field, so they'll go down there.
Yeah, there was a hole big enough there for Danny Maddox to run through. We're going to pick on him a little bit. I doubt he's listening, but maybe word will get around town.
He's listening.
About the 9-yard line, Eagles basic offense here. Inside handoff again, and he dropped the ball and had to chase it down for a loss. If he doesn't drop the football, he's probably hitting his head on the goalpost there. Yeah. But he fumbled the football and had to chase it to the ground. So 2nd and goal from the 10 for the Eagles.
And then Sayre comes to the line of scrimmage inside or at the 10-yard line.
He's telling him to wind the clock, and we have a flag. And normally, if it's early, he's calling an offensive penalty here. He's tapping. I've been watching the side judges. They're tapping the side of the leg that the penalty's on. And there it is. Oh, wow, he called the offsides. Oh, he lined up offsides for Sayre. That's not a penalty you see often anymore.
Sayre coach comes out and hollering a little bit. He's a little frustration right there.
He's up 15-0. He needs to settle down.
Well, they're rolling pretty good, and you hate to see the wheel fall off when you got the thing rolling the right direction.
Well, you hate to see it if you're listening on the other radio station. On our radio station, not so much. Same formation, ball whistled into play. Student body right. They cut off the outside. He had an inside lane, though, and he is down to the 5-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd down and goal, which this is going to be 2-down territory all day long. Blue Devils hadn't shown much sign of moving the football in their first 2 possessions, and they are at the 6. They got him down at the 6. Oh, well, that may be a little further out. Maybe right to 7.
Back to 7.
Yeah, his knee went down. So Blue Devils trying to get lined up on defense. Same formation for the Eagles. They're running left all the way, looking for an inside lane. Inside lane cut off, trying to bounce to the outside. Outside is there. Touchdown. He's in the end zone, but there is a flag on the play, and that is probably going to be a holding.
Yeah, the flag's on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and that's probably coming back.
Yep, and they didn't signal anything.
Yeah, that was
them back. So.
Yeah, when you have a guy running to the north, but he's being pulled to the south, it's normally a good indication of holding on the play.
They're going to step it off from the 4
Going to push him back in the road.
out to the 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
14 to go to the touchdown for the
Well, with the way they've been running the football, I doubt you see them go to the air. I bet
no need to.
I bet you see them. You got the wide side of the field here. I bet you they try to stretch the wide side, or they're going to come back to the inside, because the only thing that stopped that inside play so far was the running back fumbling the football. Same formation. Fake. Oh, he did go to there, looking deep, and there's nobody there. Yeah, nobody there. I think he saw it covered and threw it away, because that was nowhere close.
Yeah, the defense couldn't even get there. So
that barely stayed in this zip code.
Well, the people monitoring the gate down here on the east end didn't even move. So.
No. So now you got 4th and goal from the Sayre 14. Incomplete pass on the play. 3:37 to go. There you go, Bud Nelson. We got a time in there for you, whether you're listening or not. 3:37 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 15-zip. And
Bud Nelson better be out checking cattle.
I bet you they're going to go on to, there's the hard count. And they could have, there it is. I was about to say, they could have called false start, and they did. So that's going to the right tackle, or the guy lined up on the far side. I don't know if he's a tackle or not. He looks a little skinny to be a tackle. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
All right, and we're back here. Nobody's wanting to come out of that huddle. It's pretty hot out there, guys. Yeah, guys are sweaty already with 3:36 to go in the first quarter. Everything's been Sayre Eagles thus far. Blue Devils don't have any positive yardage on offense. They've only had the ball twice. Defense has been on the field most of the time. Special teams gave up an opening kickoff touchdown. Well, so let's see what they got here. Blue Devils spread out just a little bit. They can. So there's he's looking to throw right over the far side, and
he looked up a little too late.
Little too late. Ball was on him before he could get adjusted, and that's 4th and goal. That'll be turned over on downs for the Blue Devils. So 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own 14.
3:30 left in this first period of play, and Sayre on top, 15-0.
Okay, well, it's not the 14. They got them at the 19.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but hey, I'm okay with it. That's 5 free yards.
Oh, they have probably had another motion penalty back.
Yeah, that was that second motion penalty. Blue Devils come out in the 3-by-1 stack, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, it's a 3-by-2. Nobody's stacked. They're just flinging the rock right now. There he goes. He's going to swing it wide. Bubble screen, and ball hits him in the hands, and he drops it.
Make sure that's a forward pass now, so just barely. I see you choked up on that one a little bit too, didn't you?
Yeah. He had some space. He started running just before he caught the football, and we'll get that one back. We'll see that play again because it'll work.
Yeah.
All right, Blue Devils switch the formation. You have a 2-by-2 stack. Running back directly behind Corbin, and they fake the handoff, leave the ball in Corbin's hands, which I think most defenses this year that have done any kind of scouting on our team from last year and seeing Corbin at quarterback and realize there's a lot of times that ball's going to stay in his hands.
Yeah.
He's probably the most dynamic player we have on the field, able to make something out of nothing at times. The fastest guy we have on the field, seemingly.
He's your standard for talent right here. So,
yeah, and there's a couple of good guys around him, so when you're a defense, you only have to guard a couple of guys and not like 5 guys. Makes life a little easier. All right. There we go. We got a 4-by-1. Wow, he's looking all the way. He's looking down the middle. He did a jump pass. He's going to have to trust himself.
Well, the big thing is he started to look and realized I got a little time, so he drew that first one back and then waited and then thought I got to get rid of this one. There's nobody open then. So
yeah, I think there was some confusion on that play. I think quarterback was looking to run a screen. We ran 4 wide receivers from the right side of the field deep down, and I think they were trying to run a screen coming in behind that.
And Sayre left 5 linemen up there, so you knew they were going after Corbin.
Yep. There's a snap on the punt. There's the kick, decent kick. Ball end over end, bounces at the 39, and he was blocked from behind at the 40, and he's up the sideline on special teams trying to cut back, and he steps out of bounds, trying to figure out how and coach is pointing at the same spot on the field. How is there not a flag right there? The gunner was blocked from behind and got taken to the ground, and the receiver picked up the ball and just ran where the gunner was supposed to be.
The official said, well, I was watching the ball to see where it bounced at, I wasn't watching these players out here. So.
Well, it's early for the officiating crew also. We'll start picking on them a little later in the game.
No, we won't. They do a good job, and they're needing more officials in case anybody wants to come out and go to work.
Student body left, tries to cut her back in the middle, waiting on his blocking, and there comes a holding flag. When you see the back judge throw a flag right into the middle of the pack where it was, 9 times out of 10 that is holding. And let's see what we got. Holding on the offense. And that's going to it's going to cost 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Announcer said 10 yards from the spot of the ball, but it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it's possible that you can get 10 yards on the play and get backed up from the 8-yard gain mark and only lose 2 yards.
Yeah.
But the Eagles right now have first down, and he called it 17. We'll go with that.
They're backed up to the 22-yard line. So
got the flex to the left.
Sayre's playing with a short field every time. So
straight up handoff right up the middle. He just hid behind his lineman, and tough to tackle. And he gets near first down yardage. He got a solid 15 on the play.
Corbin hit him first, and then number 8 took him down.
We didn't know where the ball was until he was 6-7 yards downfield.
Yeah, he jitterbug through traffic, and they're going to get down to about the 4-yard line, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8-yard line.
1:40 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 1. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Student body to the left. He cuts it back to the right, and he's stacked up. Looks like he's going to have a first down. Looks like this is going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Number 55, Cordell, made the tackle there. So
55 is Alex Kennedy, one of our team captains today.
This will be from the 5-yard line. So
the Eagles have had the ball the majority of the first quarter. Blue Devils not able to sustain anything on offense. And it is 1st and goal from just inside the 5. What do you think? Straight dive play or student body right?
I'm going to go student body right.
You're going to go student body right?
That's been their bread and butter so far.
There it is. They went student body left, looking for the cutback, but it is cut off. Finally, the lead blocker got stacked up in the backfield. That kept him from going to the outside, and Blue Devils' pursuit from the inside takes it out. That's actually a good defensive stand by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, the ball carrier was going, I don't want to get hit by them Cordell Blue Devils. I'm going to slow down and see if they'll run past me.
Yeah.
They didn't run past
They didn't run past them. 2nd and goal from, it looks like, the 7.5, maybe the 7.
Yep, just outside the 7.
46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Timeout
on the
officials. And I think we're getting a water break
break, okay.
Okay, you're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
And Mike and the crew are down at the county fair tonight, too, so I know they got the radio on down there, and they can watch that also on Facebook. So I know we got people watching at the fair. You can go enjoy the fair tomorrow night. You can go to the movie tomorrow night and whatever you want. So there's a lot going on there. What are they doing on the field there?
It looks like some kid yacked, and they're trying to clean it up.
little chunkarooski there, so, you know.
Yeah, it looks like a team dinner right there on about
That's
the 15.
Why you don't feed them before the ball game.
Yeah, it looks like it's right there on the 15-yard line.
Might make it a little slick there.
Guess the officials didn't want anybody falling in that. So
your cleats don't stick very good in that. So
2nd and goal from the 7. Blue Devils defense has been on the field a while now. We suited up 14 for tonight's game. Beginning of the season, we started with 24 players, which was an improvement from where we had been on having kids coming out. We lost several to I don't want to play football because it's really hot and hard. And then we lost several. We got an injury bug on some key players. 1 we lost, 2 we lost for the season, 1 lost for about 6 weeks. little bit of a different formation. Suit and body to the right. He bounces to the outside, and you're just not going to get there. He had the wide side of the field to go. Touchdown, Eagles.
With 29 seconds left in this first period of play, Sayre will go up by another touchdown. That'll make it 21-0, Sayre. Let's see if they go for the 2 or the 1 point conversion.
Well, they've made both.
They're going to line up to try to kick this extra one. So,
well, when you got the lead like this, you can practice just about anything you want.
Right.
21-0, 29 seconds to go. Here's the snap. It was high, placed down. And, if you're looking just to make extra points, that'll get it done all year. It's just barely over, but it's over. Sayre Eagles lead this one early, 22-0. A lot of football left. Blue Devils could get on track. Well, you're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Yep.
All right, we're back. It's all Sayre Eagles here in this first quarter. They are up 22-0 with 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Probably enough time for one play after the kickoff before we switch ends of the field. And if that's the hot side of the field where all the scoring's happening, it'll be good for the Blue Devils in the second quarter. Blue Devils looking directly into the sun to field this kick. My opinion is that somebody needs to field this cleanly instead of letting it bounce. Here's the line drive kick. It's a little lofty this time, and we got Maddox fielding, and he's looking to the left, looking for a lane. Bounces outside a little bit, and then there's a bunch of Sayre Eagles right there. Stack them up at the 30-yard line. And Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 from there.
That took 8 seconds, so they'll get to run at least one play.
Get to run at least one play. All depends if it's a incomplete pass, we might get a little more. But let's see if we can run something, get it to the outside. Had a couple of things that looked good. Had a drop pass out to the left. And, you just gotta catch those things. You got a 3-by-1 stack in the backfield. 3 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Looks like a little confusion on the play. A couple of guys looking around us if what's the play is. Corbin rolls right, has a man right there. Good catch. And he is stacked up after about a 7-yard gain. I think that was Maddox getting forced out of bounds after about I'm saying 5 or 6. I'm going to give him 6. I don't know what the officials are going to give him. 14 seconds since he went out of bounds. And it looks like the officials, the officials were kind of cheap on that play.
You bet.
Instead of 5 or 6, they gave him 4. And so 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. First positive yardage of the night for the Blue Devils. 3 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Single setback in the gun with Corbin. Looking to the left, comes back. He's going deep all the way. Sets his feet, throws it deep. Got a man caught! He's running clean down the sideline, stumbling down to the 14.
Good catch, and he just barely had that left heel clipped as he went by there. He got about 3 more steps, and momentum took him to the deck there. So.
And after we were at the 31, down to the 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 52-yard gain. And this is what they did do well in the scrimmage the other night. Blue Devils trying to get to the line of scrimmage quick. And I don't think they're going to get this play off. Yep, 2-1, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Sayre Eagles lead this one 22-0 at the end of the first quarter, but the Blue Devils are knocking on the door. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, getting here ready to start the second quarter. Maddox got heading down that sideline like an 83 Chevy pickup, heading downhill, not wanting to let up. 50-something yard game. Blue Devils trips to the right, singles wide out to the left is Maddox. Eagles all spread out on defense. This might be the time to try to run it. Looking short to the outside to Maddox. Hit as he catches the ball. Hard to go down. Maddox fights through a tackle, and he got down to, I got him down to the 7. See what the officials are going to give him.
It'll be in that range, yeah. They're going to give him the 7.
Yeah, he got hit pretty much as soon as he caught the football. Fought through a well-placed hit and got down a few more yards.
But he knew he had pressure coming, so he was ready for any pressure they had. So,
all right, let's see if they ran a couple of things at Thomas that I haven't seen us try to do yet. Ran a little bit of motion and took that motion receiver and used him as a lead blocker. Let's see what this looks like. Got a 2-by-1 stack. Corbin, the running back, single set back behind him. A handoff, fake the handoff. Corbin's on his own now. He's going to bounce it to the right, try to turn on the Jets, try to be elusive, puts his shoulder down, and that is going to be a Blue Devil first down. First down of the season, first down of the game, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Good job right there. They dropped the yard markers so they know they're down to the 2.
He left the ball there for the running back to take, and the running back didn't take the ball.
He said, I don't want to get hit.
Yeah, he was so after that, he was kind of on his own, and he made something out of nothing. 1st and goal from the 3.
And with his speed, you think maybe he can get to the end zone, but there was 3 defenders coming out there after him.
2 to the left, 2 backs behind Corbin in the gun, and they're going to follow. They're running the lead all the way, and they're going to get a holding right there. Going to get a holding on the play. That play didn't develop the way they thought it would, and that was a holding in the backfield, so it's going to put him back somewhere around the 15. Execution has been difficult. Again, when you're running a brand-new system, guys have brand-new jobs. And honestly, of these guys we have playing, a lot of them didn't play football last year.
Right.
And so, hey, it's a brand-new world we're living in. We're not making excuses. It's just what it is. And so this is going to be one of those things where they grow as the season progresses.
And that's why your first couple of games, it's not against a district play that you're going to be in district play right there.
Yeah.
So.
First and goal from, so they back them up at 10. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Quarterback in the gun, and he's got the edge if he wants it, and he hesitated.
He slow played it right there.
He tried the slow play because he likes cutting. He likes cutting the ball back. Inside pursuit was there. I felt like Preby had the tackle on the edge if he'd just hit the guns, and he'd probably got a couple of more. Hit the Jets and go. Had a running back coach would tell me, hey, if the play blows up, just hit the Jets and get to the sideline. Well, but, Coach, I don't got jets. I've got propellers.
You better get there then. So whatever it takes to get there, you get it done. So.
2nd and goal from looks like the 13 again. Well, he got it down to 11, so it wasn't a total loss. Trips to the right. Single setback. He's looking to fade away to the end zone, and that was a good defense, knocked the ball away.
They had 3 defenders on JD.
Yeah.
It's knocked away.
Knocked away.
Sayre said, the defender said, I caught it. After it bounced one time. So.
Yeah, on that route to the long side of the field, you got to throw that toward the pylon and get it away from everybody. But,
JD
you're a
had
man.
to circle one of his defenders, so he was between 2 defenders when the ball got there, but it got knocked away.
And truthfully, Maddox probably kept that from getting intercepted.
Yeah.
So got a 2-2-1 stack. Single setback behind Corbin in the gun. There's the snap. He mishandles it, still has some time. Rolling to his left. He's a lefty. Has a man open in the middle. Call touchdown, Blue Devils. Had a man wide open in the middle, but it was against the grain. So I've got number 2, Jordan Wood, for the Blue Devils' first touchdown of the night from Danny Corbin. Touchdown, Blue Devils. I told you this was the hot end of the field. All the points have been scored on this end, and we got a flag on the play. And let's see what we got.
Points are not on the board yet. So
well,
Well, and number 6 was wide open underneath.
Yeah, he was so
post.
wide open it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, he was standing about there by himself.
Holding? No.
Holding on Sayre?
No, they got something on Sayre. I couldn't tell if he did a personal foul or a hold. Because that comes across his body as the same, but he did this number here. And so it's a touchdown, Blue Devils, so don't know what the hang-up is. See what he's got. Dead ball. Touchdown's good. Personal foul against Sayre. So that'll be assessed on the kickoff. That's the signal he gave us. Touchdown, Blue Devils. 22-6 now.
We got points on the board. That's the main thing.
Points on the board.
10:21 to go in this first half of play. Cordell's going to kick the extra point right here.
All right, this ought to be interesting. New kicker. Number 5, Dason Ramsey. Good snap, good hold, blocked. Dead ball. Blue Devils lose this one. Are trailing this one 22-6 with 10:21 to go in the half. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
All right, we're back. Blue Devils scoring on their last possession on the strength of a 52-yard game from Corbin to Maddox, and then a touchdown pass in the far corner of the end zone on the east end of the field from Corbin. From Corbin to Wood.
And with the penalty, instead of kicking off from our 40, we're moving it up to the Sayre 45-yard line. To the midfield. Where they're going to place the ball.
Well, if it's normally 40, it's going to be the Sayre 45 that he kicks off from. Yeah. Dead ball personal foul is a 15-yard penalty. So evidently the official didn't like the extracurricular activity after the touchdown, and so they called the penalty. And so Blue Devils have a chance to pin the Eagles way back. And the official asking the kicker where he wants the ball spotted, and that's where he's going to put it.
He was back at the 50. He said, no, come on up to the 45. So.
He spotted his tee and started backing up, and the official was like, you want the ball?
Come up here now.
So, all right, number 5, Dason Ramsey on the kick. Now, the block wasn't his fault. There were 3 guys inside the offensive line when he kicked the ball. Here's the kick. Sky kick to the right, fielded at about the 10. Going to try to bring it all the way back to the left, and he finds him a little lane down to the 20. I got him at the 27-yard line. So Eagles have had the ball most of the game, just to be honest. They had the ball for most of the first quarter. Blue Devils put a drive together at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, score, tighten it up a little bit, but it's 22-0 at one point. Now it's 22-6 with 10:14 to go in the half. Blue Devils have had a challenge all night trying to figure out this misdirection offense of the Eagles. Everybody's within about 7 yards side-to-side line of scrimmage. And like I said, 5 guys blocks 2 guys every day of the week. And if number 21 keeps heading to the right, he's going to hit his head on the goalpost. He decided he wanted to cut back, but that's where the defense was. But it's still going to be enough for an Eagle first down. If he'd have just trusted his speed there, they'd be playing their fight song right about now.
Well, you're talking about how few plays Cordell's run. We have run 16 plays in this first half. That's not near enough.
No, that's not. And had the ball 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
That's only 4 downs a possession. All right, so same offense, same formation. Hands off straight up the middle. And stacked up and tripped up about 5 yards down the field. He's going to get the benefit of the doubt, falling forward for about 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. And this kind of offense they run just puts more bodies on fewer defenders. You don't have to have the biggest, fastest, stronger guys if, like I said, 5 guys blocking 2 guys on one side wins every time. Stacked up in the middle again, handoff, student body right. Hit just beyond the line to gain. Maddox is there, holding on to the ankles, and it'll be a first down. Moving the chains beyond the Blue Devil 50 to about the 47-yard line. 46. No, 47. I'm going to give them 47. And they are going to have to figure out how to stack that up in the backfield a little bit. Number 60 comes in for the Blue Devils, Jaden Moncrief. Right there in the middle, giving number 74 a blow, and right up the middle it goes, and now someone's holding on for dear life. Let's see, number 56. 55 got a hold of the ankle, and that was Alex Kennedy. And we have a timeout on the field. Cordell takes the timeout. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here. Eagles driving, have the ball on the Blue Devil 40, moving to the west. Blue Devils break the huddle. Was a Cordell Blue Devil timeout, and Blue Devils needing to stop here, get the ball back, maybe get some points on the board before half to make this a ball game. Right now, Eagles lead 22-6 with 8:36 to go in the half. And there's the hard snap, and that was a lot of movement. He gets to the outside, missed tackle on the outside, and he's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. There was a lot of movement on the right side of that offensive line. Surprised there wasn't a penalty there, but it is what it is.
Well, that doesn't count.
that one don't matter. It's okay.
Yeah, you get a do-over on that.
Yeah. So ball on the 26 of the Blue Devils. That was a solid 14-yard gain around the right side. Eagles come to the line, flex back to the right and left, single stack, hands it off right up the middle, number 20, trying to get out of the pack there and being held on to by the ankles. And that's where you held on for dear life, and you kept him from getting a first down. But You got to get pursuit there. You had one guy holding on to ankles and didn't get much pursuit. You got to get guys to the football. They're going to spot him with the first down.
Down to the Cordell 15-yard line. I won't even tell you how many first downs Sayre has.
Flex to the left and right, single setback behind the quarterback. He pitches it, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. Dead ball foul. Offsides against the Blue Devils, they said. Got him for encroachment.
Jumping in there, going to make a tackle, no problem. So good intentions right there.
Yeah, he's trying to get there a little ahead of the snap.
But the sun's getting low. We're in the shade all the way across the field now, so that's a plus all the way around.
All right, 1st and 5 for the Eagles. Single setback, and they're going to call another penalty. Let's see what we got this time.
Quick whistle on the play.
They called Blue Devils encroachment again.
Cordell.
5 yards.
Wow.
It's one way to move it on down the
that's
field.
one way to get a first down. Let somebody give it to you.
Yeah, the clock's not running, so you might as well move the ball when the clock's not running.
Yeah, and there goes that's going to be a 1st and goal.
Eagle first down and goal from the 5-yard line.
And those are the things that early on in the season kind of drive a coach crazy. Little things when you need to focus on getting a stop, missing not lining up on side. There's a handoff straight up the middle again. Stacked up this time. We have number 73, Caden Rivera, and his minions on the tackle. And Blue Devils hold pretty good there, only about a yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and goal for the Eagles.
They can move the ball down to the 3 is where they give them spotted at. Nice field here. Got a good crowd of Cordell here on hand. Got a good crowd over there in the south bleachers watching this ball game.
And a reverse, and he's looking to cut it up the middle and has an easy score. Touchdown, Eagles.
On the reverse is in the end zone for a touchdown.
Without a problem there, so. With 7:17 left in this first half of play, it makes it 28-6 Sayre on top.
Extra points pending.
Just have to look at the fact that, hey, that was the first time they run a trick play right there.
Yeah. Well, again, like I mentioned earlier, when you're up, you can practice anything.
Yeah, you can get a lot more players in there, do a lot more things that way.
Set for the kick. Decent snap. Hit the goalpost. What? That ball hit the goalpost, bounced
backwards. It went
backwards.
through the front one and hit that back goalpost, so it went through the uprights. That's just the
standard.
Yeah.
But the Eagles up 29-6 with 7:17 to go in the half. We're going to take a really quick break. We'll be right back.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
This is the advantage of continuity, whether it be players returning the same players or returning the same coaches. Sayre is returning a lot of the same players from a younger level, but they're running the same scheme. So they've been running this scheme for several years. So when you begin the year not having to learn a brand new offense, brand new defense.
They played junior high last year. Now they're playing high school. So.
Yeah, same scheme, but that's just kind of how it's going right now. Eagles up 29-6 with 7:17 to go in the half. The sun has left the field. It has gone down below the western horizon. Maddox and Corbin back to receive.
Earlier, why is that drawing of a football on the field on the 40-yard line? That's
where they're kicking off from.
I saw that before the game, and I thought, well, that's unusual.
Line drive kick fielded by Maddox, looking for a lane, bounces to the right, comes back to the left and up the middle, stacked up about the 34-yard line. Blue Devils will take over right, just short of the 35. and 1st and 10 from there. Got a couple of things to bring up. We always mention the players by name, but we got a lot of the cheerleaders. This year's varsity cheerleaders are Tristan Reimer, Kaylee Dudgeon, Caitlin Melzer, and please forgive me if I mess his name, Taviana Collins, Grayson Selman, Hannah Nance, Ramsey King, and Georgia Willingham. Blue Devils line up in a 2-2-1 stack. Single setback behind Corbin, looking to hand off. Fakes the handoff, ball hits the ground. Corbin scoops it up, trying to make something out of nothing. And, well, couldn't make something out of nothing. Nothing was there.
He barely got to the line of scrimmage after fighting through all that. So.
Yeah. And they're stacked up by a host of Sayre Eagles on the left side. And again, that play wasn't designed to be blocked to the outside. It was a missed handoff, a fumbled handoff, and Corbin had to pick up and scoop up from and do what he did best.
Yeah, he picked it up behind his halfback and then came on around him to the outside. So he made something out of nothing.
So 2-2-1 stack again. Single setback behind Corbin, looking to handoff, fakes the handoff. He's got a time to throw and is hit as he throws, incomplete pass. And he took a good shot there with his arm in the air.
They double teamed him there when he got there, and he was in trouble. He looking good for a little bit, then he got collapsed on, and he made again something out of nothing. Got rid of it before he got eaten alive.
Yeah, needed about another half second there, and he'd had the ball off. Don't know exactly where he's going. He had a man coming free to the outside and into the seam pattern. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Single setback in the gun behind Corbin. Corbin giving his directions. Waiting on the snap, puts a man in motion. Hands inside handoff, that's a pass, and he cuts it to the inside and is tackled after about a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Blue Devils. First time we've seen that play tonight.
You know, we've talked about how we've seen some people miss a potential tackle. That time Sayre had a tackler in the backfield, and he let him run right on past him and didn't even make an attempt to stop him.
All right, Blue Devils back to punt. Last time they punted, Coach felt like his man got blocked right in the back, and hard to argue with him. But there's the punt, straight down the middle of the field. Good pursuit. Ball bounces, and it goes behind him, and he didn't field it. And we're gonna have to work on special teams. You got to get hot when that ball's rolling loose like that. And so it goes down to about the 26-yard line.
6:02 left in this first half of play.
Now, Blue Devils desperately need to stop here. You don't want to get down 30. What would it be 36-6 at the half? You gotta get a stop. Gotta have some things go your way, and some of it is just going to take focus and keeping your eye on the ball. And a bunch of guys learning new positions, new scheme, and a whole new scheme. It's not just new positions; it's a whole new scheme.
And we were talking about the lack of experience, basically, except for about a handful of players.
Yeah. Blue Devils stacked that one up. 4 or 5 yards is about the standard for the Sayre Eagle offense going to the left or to the right tonight. Blue Devils have had a tough time stopping it any short of that. That one goes for about 5.5, 6.
Out to the 31.
And the Eagles content just to run their offense, and if it goes on track and on schedule, they'll run this one, get down close to the goal line by the time in the half runs out. Blue Devils line up, coming to the right now. And the edge is cut off, but the inside pursuit wasn't quite there, and he rumbles down for about a 15-yard gain. And they're pretty much getting to the outside and pushing that edge just about whenever they want. Got a new player coming into the ball game again. That is number 60, Jaden Moncrief. Number 73 exits, which is Caden Rivera. They rotate those two guys out. I got number 33 on the left side of the defense, which is Richard Crossland.
You got a 3-man front defensively.
Student body right, missed tackle in the backfield, and Blue Devils holding on out for a 12-yard gain. I think Coach is not liking how much holding is going on there in the scrum. And with this kind of offense, it's a lot of hands, and in high school football, between the tackles, you can call holding any play on any team. It's just what it is.
There's a lot of contact. And Sayre's line is really bunched close together.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see you
there's a lot of movement again. And there's number 74 getting it in the backfield, Sam Lindsay. I actually expected to see that a little bit more today. He gets his big old arm out there, drops that one for a loss on the play.
He was being blocked and got blocked into the running back, and he got his arm up there and tackled him while he was being blocked away from it.
So good play there. I expected to see that a little more, especially right over center, and that's what it's going to have to take. And 74 comes off. It's going to be an official timeout.
Yeah, because he was wrapped one way and tackled another direction, so he might have had a little air knocked out of him. But he's just fine. He's a strong boy and he'll do fine. So.
There we go. Now we're back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12 for the Sayre Eagles. And everybody on the planet moved.
1, 2, 3, 4 of them moved.
The only guy who didn't move was the guy snapping the football. And that's just kind of what happens early on in the year. 2nd and 12 will turn into 2nd and 17 for the Eagles. Back them up to the Blue Devil 47. Nose of the ball touching the Blue Devil 47. I'm going to wind the clock and move it forward. Blue Devils going the right direction for now. Ball was mishandled, but looking for he's stalled there. And number 2 is Jordan Wood. He was the first one there, and then Tucker Preby, number 77, comes in late.
And number 15 was in there.
Number 15, we're still learning numbers. Dayton, I had that right. Dayton, not Dayton. Dayton Bartlett. 3rd down, and looks like 13 to me. And I'd be willing to bet you see something sneaky here. Something we haven't seen yet. When you're up 29-6, you can do what you want. There's a timeout on the play. Coach didn't like it. He's like, that ain't going to work.
Sneaky, we'll do something else.
Yeah. Blue Devils trail this one with 3:04 left in the half, 29-6. We'll be right back. Seems to make sense as to where I'm at.
Yeah, the nose of the ball touches the 10-yard line, so Sayre's just in good scoring position as the defense has done a major job right here holding them, so hopefully we can stop them one more time.
All right, 49 seconds to go in the half. There's the snap, pitching it wide to the right. This has worked for him all night long. Cuts it back to the inside, and he's going to barrel it in. They're going to give him the touchdown.
With 36 seconds left in this first half of play, Sayre gets their next touchdown. Makes it 35-6.
Going to line up for the extra point. Let's see if he can bounce it off the inside goalpost this time and get it in.
Yeah, I'll be able to kick it over the field house down there.
Yeah, put it right into the field house.
After they remodeled the field, yep. Nope.
And that one was low, but someone got a hand on it, so it's going to be called a block. Blue Devil defense blocks that one. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. Problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
All right, we're coming back here just about halftime. 36 seconds to go. Blue Devils trail this one 35-6. Just hasn't gone their way tonight. Had a whiff tackle on the opening kickoff and then didn't look good for the first few series offensively. Sayre jumps out to a big 22-0 lead. Blue Devils put some points on the board and have just been unable to sustain a drive consistently, but that's just kind of what it is this time of year. New offense, new scheme, new everything. So it'll catch on. We'll get better throughout the year, get them coached up.
They're non-district opponents.
Yeah,
that's why this is a practice game, and it does count, but it doesn't count in your district standings. So
that's exactly right. And truthfully, this is not an offense you see a whole lot in your entire life. Now, back when I was playing football, you saw this offense every week.
Right.
Kind of a triple threat, a flex. But
you ran the ball all the time, basically. So.
Yeah, and it's just what it is. So, Sayre looking the kickoff. It's landed in the same spot virtually every time, so that's where I would put my guys, and that's where Corbin and Maddox are lined up waiting on Mr. Whitehat to blow it in. He blows it in. And here's the kick, straight down the middle of the field. Fields it cleanly as Corbin, about the 25, finds a spot at the 30 guy. A little bit of a lane. If he gets up in the middle there, you could have some trouble up to the 43-yard line. And Blue Devils have 28 seconds to go. A couple of deep passes. We've had a 52-yard strike so far tonight. I mean, so you're not out of the realm of possibility if you give your QB just a little bit of protection.
And the big thing is with Corbin, if he can roll to his left, he throws left-handed, so it gives him a better opportunity to hit his receivers if they can hang on to the ball.
Yeah. High school receivers getting, hot snap, picked up by the running back, and he's going to go the other direction with it. Finds him a little lane, coughs up the football, but recovers it. After an 11-yard game, Blue Devils call timeout. But he wants a timeout, and they're not giving it to him. There we go. Finally get the timeout called.
But he fumbled it forward.
Fell on it. Are they going to get – yeah, he's going to get a first down out of that. We're going to stay right here. And so that puts him in a big pass situation. Because right now you don't have to get the whole thing. You got time enough for 2, maybe 3 plays. And you can get in range to get a strike right there at the end of the half.
That just helps your mental capacities here.
Something going good going into the halftime helps you come out. Blue Devils get the ball first coming out of half. And let's see how it all pans out. Again, new start to the season. Looking at a couple of things, like you mentioned coaches' names. And Cody Gilmore comes over from Hugo, and he had some experience in Elk. Coach Vaughn Blankenship comes to us from, don't give me a lie, was it Buffalo? Or was that the new principal?
I think that's the principal.
Yeah, that's the new principal. Forgive me for my mistake there. But both of them come over with some good experience.
And what's fun with these new guys, we only have to meet one person.
Yeah, they
have to meet everybody and their dog in the country here.
And every mom and dad that has an opinion on what offense and defense they should run. And they've been gracious about everything. Both of them, Coach Blankenship, what you see is what you get. He's just like, hey, here I am. And Coach Gilmer, good disposition about him, knows what he wants to get done, and I think he'll be willing to be patient to get it all done, build the program back up to some years gone by as far as numbers go. Blue Devils have 2 wide to the right. Hot snap again, can't quite get that fielded, and he's trying to get out of the backfield, but got to field that first.
Corbin took a shot right there, so. Because he tried to make something out of nothing, and he turned, and they met helmet to helmet. So.
Yeah, and any kind of helmet-to-helmet contact's a 15-yarder, especially on the quarterback.
And that's halftime.
Blue Devils trail season opener at the moment, 35-6. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be back momentarily.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking, here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Visay, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. Problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell. to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people as part of broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at the Sayre Eagles and Cordell Blue Devil football game, and this game has been all Sayre. Cordell has it's been a good experience for them, and they'll learn a lot from this ball game. But here at halftime, it's Sayre leading Cordell 35-6. Cordell finally put points on the board here in the second period of play, but then gave up a couple more touchdowns in the second period. But in the first quarter is 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. The opening kickoff and ran it back down all, it's like 64-yard kickoff return. So they got through the defense, and then all of a sudden they're going, well, there's nobody back here. Let's go to the end zone, and that's what happened basically. So Cordell has struggled on offense. The defense has had a learning first half because after they gave up 3 touchdowns in the first half, then they kind of settled in here. They did give up a couple in the second half, but you saw the defense getting stronger as we went along, and Cordell offense put up a score, but then couldn't maintain any momentum on offense and then had to punt it away. Well, Cordell's punted 4 times, and Sayre has not had to punt yet. So that's some of the big difference in the ball game right here. I want to remind everybody that Coach Gilmore, it's good to get to talk to him and visit with him, and you know that they were out here early and got a good warm-up going. They were here when I got here before 6 o'clock, and they were already dressed and coming out on the field, so they probably got here at least by 5:30. So they had a good experience and good workout. The field here at Sayre's in good shape. It's nice and green, so they've done a lot of good maintenance on it and got it painted so you can see it real well. So the only thing bad in this ball game is Sayre is leading on every aspect or every statistic you want to have.
And that's only bad on our radio station. On the radio station at the other end of the press box, that's a good thing for them.
That's right. But you can watch it on the internet here, and we appreciate that. We appreciate our sponsors making this all possible. Did get some notes right here that junior high football will start on Tuesday at 7 p.m. as Hinton will come to Cordell for the first junior high football game. Starts at 7. The elementary game will be before that at 5:30. So on Tuesday, plan on coming out to the Cordell football field and watch elementary at 5:30. Then the junior high at 7. So the one thing I was looking at over the coaching schedules and stuff, your coaches are coaching the great elementary, junior high, and high school. So they spend most of their day on the field with these kids from top to bottom. And that's the way you build a program. You get the kids used to one coach or your coaching staff, and because these coaches for Cordell are basically all new. Cody Gilmer, your head coach. Vaughn Blankenship is your assistant football coach. He will be your boys basketball coach when we get to that season. Then Buddy Holman, who's a iron rock in the school system right here. He does a little bit of everything. He's been doing the announcing for the last couple of years, and he said, yeah, I'll get out of the press box and I'll go down and work and coach with these kids, because he works with them all the time in the school, in the classes, and then he's on the field with them. And he was here today. I got to see him earlier today. And then Jacoby Mitchell, who's a legend here at Cordell. So he's a good player, good student in Cordell, and a good player. And then he's been to college, and now he's doing everything else.
Well, I'm glad he's not listening. I don't think we could get his head back in the press box after you call him a legend.
Well, he's got to go back upstairs, so he's got to squeeze it in after a while. So, but Jacoby, we've known him for a lot of years. Let's put it that way. Yeah, since he was in grade school, he was a legend in grade school. And then he's come through the system, and he knows everybody and visits with them, is a good kid and worked hard. He's had some good influence from his mom and daddy and his older brothers and sisters who have beat some sense into him maybe. So let's see if that's what happened there. But just a reminder that the junior high will play on Tuesday night as Hinton comes to town. Then I want to remind everybody that we've got fast pitch softball going on, and they started their season way over a month ago, a month and a half ago. They got to practice before that, but they started it early in August, and so they've been hooked up and playing quite a bit this year and quite a few games. They've got several games coming up on the 29th, which is Tuesday, Monday they go to Blair. They play Blair at Cordell. Blair comes to town, and that's one of their victories this year. They've played Blair a couple times already, and they won one of the ball games against Blair, but that'll be at 5 o'clock on Monday. Then Cordell has Hollis, Walters, Mangum, Olusty, Merritt, Frederick, and Burnslatt away. So the softball team won't be at home again for almost a month. When on 9/22, Granite will come to town. So if you want to see a home softball game, that'll be on Monday night whenever Blair comes to town. So get out and see that and support them. Otherwise, you're going to have to pack a lunch and travel a lot to see the Cordell softball team play, because there are a lot of good players. You got a lot of young players and stuff, but Josh Trent is coaching them, and he's doing a super job with that. So they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. Go ahead.
All right, we got a list of our cheerleaders, our varsity cheerleaders this year. Cheerleaders are a non-expendable part of athletic programs. They do a fine job trying to get everybody excited about what's going on the field or on the court, and they deserve to be recognized as well. Cheerleader list begins with Tristan Reimer, Kaylee Dudgeon, Caitlin Melzer, Taviana Collins, Grayson Selman, Hannah Nance, Ramsey King, and Georgia Willingham, coached by Miss Alyssa Boker and company. So it's always good to have them. You'll see them whether it's raining or whether it's hot out here like it is now. Or hey, thank you, sir. Or you'll see them later on in the year when it's cold, and they'll always be behind their Blue Devils. Thank you for all that you do, ladies.
Yeah, and they do a hard job, and they were well supported at the pie auction Meet the Players 2 weeks ago, so we appreciate all the people that participated in that. And these players, football and cheerleaders, volunteer their efforts and time, and they raised quite a bit of money, because one thing about it, when we're traveling, you got to feed them.
Got to feed them.
and I mentioned at that fundraiser that one thing about it, it's nice to see our youth out here, and they represent Cordell in a good way. I mean, when you see them traveling and stuff, and one of my favorite deals, we were at a gymnasium one year at a tournament, and we had to be there for several hours or whatever, so we were sitting there visiting and stuff, and you hear a murmur or a rumble through the crowd going, oh no, there's Cordell. But Cordell comes in dressed alike, clean. They represent your community, and the other teams are going, oh no, we got to play Cordell now. They knew they were in town, and like I said, support them all you can, because they represent Cordell in our community. Our sponsors make a lot of this possible, and so tell your sponsors thank you, because the score is not what we'd like to see, and they're getting ready to kick off this second half of play as everybody comes back on the field. So Cordell had won the toss, and they deferred till the second half, so Sayre's going to have to kick off to Cordell to get this thing started in the second half.
I think they got the end of the field wrong.
Well, it won't be the first time.
Yeah, we should be receiving from the other end in the third quarter.
We started off this way, but it's a new game for the officials this year. I was saying earlier, you got to have officials, and they're short on officials. So if anybody wants to get out here and help, we'd be glad to take them. So.
New player on the field on special teams, Jacob Vela. He's new to our community. He's been off and on here for a couple years, back for his freshman year. And here's the opening kickoff. Blue Devils back to receive. It's been a line drive kick every time so far. Scooped up by the Blue Devils, looking for an edge on the outside, and that's the scouting report right now on Corbin, is don't let him get to the edge.
Right. Corbin's going to handle it, and you got to get to him somewhere, and that's what Sayre just did. So,
all right, I'm kind of interested to see if we'll see a couple of different plays. I saw some different plays in the scrimmage that I haven't seen as of yet. But the biggest thing you're looking for right now, coming out of half with a score like this, is are you going to compete? Are you going to keep fighting?
Got your head up and play.
Yeah. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Quarterback rolling, looking. His receiver fell down, and he threw 2 guys, and one defender crashed both of them. Ball was going to fall incomplete, so no flag on the play. The intended receiver fell down on the cut, so he had to wait for him to get back up, and then the other receiver tried to come over and make the catch, and it was just kind of bumper cars out there. So 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils.
From their own 32-yard line.
2-2-1 stack. Running back stacked up right behind the quarterback. Corbin in the gun. There's the snap, looking to pass all the way, rolls to his right, throws back, has a man, and, they're going to wave it off. He caught the ball.
I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Yes, he stepped out of bounds over there, and I don't see the coach losing his mind because he's standing right there. So I think coach would be a little bit upset if that was the wrong call, but it was good movement by the quarterback to get the throw off. The guy just stepped out of bounds. And we'll come up on 3rd and 10 really quickly here. 11:38 to go in the second half. 2-2, actually different formation. You got
3 right.
Yeah, you got a bunch right, but not a lot, a bunch. That's what it's called, a bunch formation. 2 to the left. Corbin back to snap. Good snap. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to look left all day long. Looking underneath, and ball a little bit low. Couldn't complete the pass, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Blue Devils. Looks like the defender landed a little bit wrong, probably lost his wind.
I was going to say he tackled him before the ball got there, but they didn't see it that way. They just landed that wrong.
Yeah, landed wrong. Well, he got up like, okay, I'm okay, coach.
Yeah, don't take me out. Let me stay in. So
back to punt again as the Blue Devils.
Because Cordell's punted 4 times already, so.
It's been straight down the middle of the field pretty much each time. He had one down the left.
There's been no pursuit by Sayre trying to get to the punter.
Yeah, they have not pressed the kick very much. And there's the snap. He's looking to punt. There it is, straight, low line drive. Bounces at the 35, scooped up at the 29, looking right all the way. Blocking the back. So there's 8. Whoa, man, that's the most flags
2,
I've
3.
seen. Yeah, he can run down the sideline all he wants to. 3 flags came in there. When you can see the back of that jersey, you're not allowed to touch it if you're on the offense. So the flags were thrown around the 40, so that's normally a block in the back is going to be at least a 10-yard spot foul. Could be a 15. I'm not sure what the rules are this year. I called it a block in the back against the Eagles. And it's going to be back to the 30 or the 25. All depends on which variety this is.
Marking it off from the 40.
Let's see. I think they're going to line them up at the 30. No, yep, right at the 30. 10-yard block in the back. Yeah, I saw the pursuit coming this way, and truthfully, the defender really didn't have the angle to get there, so needless block in the back. Put you back to the 30. Blue Devils come out on defense. Got a little bit of a rotation on offense now for the Eagles. 11:15 to go in the second half. There's a handoff straight up the middle. And he's looking at Corbin looking to make the tackle at the 50. About a 19-yard gain on the play. A lot of the deception, a lot of the fake handoffs, and all the motion has wreaked havoc on the Blue Devil defense. Got to maintain eye discipline, but again, this is not an offense matter of fact, I'm not sure any of these kids have ever seen this style of offense just by their age. Let's see here.
And when you look at it, like we was talking about, the offensive line for Sayre is so crowded together.
Yeah.
They're almost touching shoulder pads.
There's good pursuit down the line by Tucker Preby. Made contact at the line of scrimmage, blew his man off the ball, then pursued down the line and got it on the opposite side of the field from him, about a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Blue Devils responding just a little bit better. They responded better in the second half after they looked at it a little bit. And now Blue Devils have everybody in the world up toward the line. Here comes that student body right again. They've cut it off. He gets to the outside and is stopped at the line of scrimmage They might give them a fat crappie for a gain, but that's going to be just about it. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 for the Eagles. Blue Devils got themselves in a good situation defensively. 9:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and long, 3rd and 6. Now I'm looking for this to go to the outside just because it's worked pretty much the whole game. And there, went straight up the middle, fooled them again. Fooled me too. And straight up the middle. He gets tucked in. He's a smaller running back. So he gets tucked up right behind his offensive line. He's hard to find.
Down to the 36-yard line. Move the chains.
Moving the chains.
36-yard line for a Fighting Eagle first down.
9 o'clock. And normally, we always forget how long this first game normally goes.
Yeah.
So 9. We're down to 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Eagles in a tight formation. Blue Devils trying to solve the riddle. Coming around to the left. Pitch to the left side. He's got the edge. Corbin's the only one's got a chance at him, and he tracks him down to about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and if not for Corbin,
yeah,
Corbin's the heart and soul of this offense and defense. So.
A couple of the Blue Devils, again, I mentioned we've got a couple of walking wounded out there who were expected to contribute this year and just aren't going to be able to do it due to injuries. Same play. And he's looking, he is stacked
flag.
Up. There's a flag, and normally that's going to be a hold.
We'll have to sort this out and see what happened here.
Let's see, Mr. Whitehat says it's a hold.
Hold on, Sayre.
Holding is a 10-yard penalty.
Depends on where you're at sometimes.
Yeah, well, it depends on who it's against. Sometimes you get a little. Sometimes you get a little bit of that hometown officiating, but since that's against the Eagles, we're not going to complain about it.
Moved it back to about the inside the 15 at the 14.
About the 14. Still 1st and goal from the 14 for the Eagles. Blue Devils trying to muster a stop, and everybody but the center moves. That makes me think that the center was the guy who didn't get the snap count right.
Well, we had men in motion, and your blockers were starting to move and get everything ready.
Quarterback was calling for the ball.
5-yard penalty moves back to the Blue Devil 19-yard line.
So as far as the Blue Devils are concerned, you make those mistakes, you just help them out. So Blue Devils trying to stack everything up in the middle down. They're not as spread out as they once were, but now they're getting the edge. And there's that inside handoff right behind the line, right behind the wedge. Tough guy to tackle over the left side. Looks like about a 5-yard gain to me. He's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 14 is what I'm looking at.
About 5 yards to the 14-yard line.
He was listening to you.
He was listening to me. He was paying attention to me over there on the PA.
It's the only way they can get the play right is if they listen to us.
Hey, if the coaches would listen to us on both sides, well, we'd have this all settled, wouldn't we?
You bet.
2nd and goal from right around the 14, 13-yard line. They gave him another yard moving him forward. Linebackers trying to give their linemen their assignment here, and here comes to the left, looking for a place. Got good, patient running, but Blue Devils stacked that one up. Didn't allow him back to the inside. Looks like he might have got a yard out there. Matter of fact, he might have gotten 2 yards out there. Looks like about the 11 was where the official spotting it. So he got about 2 yards. 3rd down and goal from the 11 for the Eagles. And like I said, when you're up big, you can practice anything, so don't be surprised what you see here. And there it is. He's going to fake it, looking over the middle. First time he's looked over the middle at that guy. The last 2 times they ran that play, the man over the middle was wide open. And he was wide open there, but I think the official got in the way. The official ran some good pass defense there, so we're going to line up for 4th and goal from the 11-yard line.
Can you see what my blinker's doing right there?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get my glasses on. I'll tell you what it's there.
Okay.
It's got a crossover or something.
it's not liking what it's seeing either. So.
All right, he's rolling to the right. He's got two receivers. One's open, batted away by the Blue Devils defense. That would have been a really good pass, and he was on target with the pass. Blue Devils defense was up to the task, batted away. Blue Devils hold on downs. Their second turnover on downs for the Blue Devil defense tonight.
What's the yard line?
And it's going to be the 11-yard line. Blue Devils come back on offense. Let's see here. See what the Blue Devils do with it this go around. Incomplete pass, change of possession, 6:31 to go in the third quarter. I don't imagine we'll see a running clock in the third quarter, both teams needing to practice as much as anything. Blue Devils line up with a 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Diamond formation, handoff, fake handoff. He's looking for the edge. There's Corbin trying to find the edge. Nothing doing on the outside and lost about a yard and a half. Brings up 2nd and long for the Blue Devils. Again, the scouting report for the Blue Devils is going to be don't let him get to the edge.
Yeah.
And at this point of the game, you're looking, 35-6, and you've got to play next week. You're probably not going to show just a whole lot more than you've already shown in this game, just so it's not on film.
It's just basic offense.
Basic offense. Do what you've already done a little bit. See if you can get that right. Got a 2-2-1 stack. Corbin looking to pass. Has some time. Looks deep down the middle, and the receiver turned outside, and the ball went inside.
He had two potential receivers, and he threw it between them.
Yeah.
Neither one of them ran their full pattern to get there.
If the guy who turned outside turns inside like that pattern calls for, it hits him dead in the number. I won't call names or name numbers, just in case someone's listening and saying, hey, I got myself in trouble a few years back. The ball came to my son on the outside, which I thought was my son on the outside. He dropped it, and I said, man, he's got hands like his mama.
There you go.
And, well, you corrected me. It wasn't my son at all. It was somebody else. 3rd and long, Blue Devils hand off straight off the right side. First time we've seen just a conventional handoff work decently tonight. 4th and long, punter will come out, and I'm imagining we'll see this one bounce somewhere around the 40, between the 35 and the 40. Again, there hasn't been much of a rush on the punt tonight. So there's the snap. Ooh, hard snap, but he fielded it. And low kick, bounces to 35. He's got some room on the edge. You got to fan out. Turn the defender around out there. Rolls down to the, looks like the 3 or 4 yard line from here. What angle do you got there, Dudley?
Yeah, I think the rest is 2.
Yeah, they're down there. Ball came up short. Defense, punt team didn't find it until he was 15 yards down the field, and they're running by him the other direction.
Sayre Eagle down here has the cramps, and so they're stretching him out just a little bit.
They got him out on the 5 is where they got him.
Okay.
That happens a lot this time of year right after halftime, and we're going to go to a break. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help in Western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. That's Jimmy Evetts and Evetts Drug.
coming back live. We called the timeout. They had a Sayre Eagle down on the sideline. The guy, it looked like the guy who just run. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, you just run it back for a good return down to the 5, the Blue Devil 5. Cramped up after he got tackled. But this time of year with this kind of heat, it's just kind of what it is. Blue Devils held on defense the last go-around down in the red zone. Weren't able to do anything with it coming out of the shadow of their own goalpost. See what the defense looks like this time. We didn't run a dive play in the last 3 plays last time. Let's see what number 20 gets, if number 20 gets the football straight up the middle. And I'm going to pitch it to the right. Defense is there, cuts it to the inside. Touchdown, Eagles. With 4:55 to go in the third quarter, the Eagles have gone up 41-6 with the extra point pending. Let's see if he's going to kick it or we're going to. Oh, well, number 10, I think, is the kicker.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a 2-point conversion at this juncture. All right. Yeah, no, he came back on. I've got number. What is that? Number 21. Looks like number. Oh, skips it back there on the short hop, blocked by the Blue Devils at the line of scrimmage. No good. So with 4:55 to go in the third quarter, Blue Devils trail this one 41-6. We'll be right back. You're listening to 106.9 The Zone.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Here in Sayre, Oklahoma, Blue Devils trailed this one 41-6, 4:55 to go in the third. It started off all Sayre Eagles. It has been all Sayre Eagles on their home opener of the night. We got to watch them introduce their future Sayre Eagles from the youth league. We've introduced our cheerleaders and our football players. Blue Devils coming in under new coaching and new systems. It's just what it is. It takes a little time to become instinctive. You know, knowing exactly what to do, and and responding to the ball instead of, having to think about what you're supposed to do. It takes a little time in a new system. Just growing pains. It'll get better.
Yeah, and a lot of these things. I mean, officials do it, we do it, stuff like that. You go, oh, I know what I should have done now.
Yeah.
By that time, they're down the field from you. So
yeah. So Blue Devils line up to receive the kick.
And somebody asked for the score on Facebook. It's hard for me to give the score if Cordell's not contending.
I agree.
But 41-6, and we've said it 2 or 3 times now. So, but I'm sure it wasn't the Cordell people asking for the score, because
maybe
you're watching this and paying attention, listening on the radio on 106.9. You know that this has been an all Sayre ball game right here. So,
straight line drive kick again. Blue Devils. He's going to try to fill that at the 19, scoops it up, cuts to the inside, tries to go back outside. Didn't get enough blocking. And just from an observation point of view, we're not getting a lot of hats on defenders, and that's making it really difficult for skill guys who score your touchdowns and make people miss, making it difficult on them to get anything going.
And then you work on your offense and your defense all week long, and then about Thursday you're going, oh, we better run a kickoff play right here so you know what to do on kickoffs, and then on punts know what you need to do on these assignments.
Yeah, but special teams is normally the last thing installed. So we have 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right, 2 backs behind Corbin in the backfield. And, again, I don't think you're going to see much different. No blocking whatsoever. As a matter of fact, the defense may have been back there before the ball got back there. I mean, that ball scooted back to him on a hot shot off the snap, and about the time he stood straight up, there was a defender in his face.
And he's had that issue quite a bit tonight, all the way around.
A little difficulty with the snap. This time of year, ball gets slippery because of sweat and everything else, and just trying to get through things. I think we're going to have a timeout, Blue Devils. So we're going to go take a break with them. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
All right, we're back here. Blue Devils coming out of the timeout. Both teams looking tired now. It's starting to show. They were coming out of huddles a little more spry earlier in the ball game, but playing a full ball game at 90-degree heat early in the season begins to wear on you just a little bit. And
just be glad it didn't start at 104, 105, and only clear off to 95 right now. So
2-2-1 stack formation. Got a sub at quarterback. Going to get our backup QB, J.D. Maddox, some time. He's going to hand off. Actually, he's going to fake the handoff. Try to find some room, and nothing doing there.
He had the same results.
Yeah, lead blocker. Lead blocker didn't quite get the lead block in. So I'm trying to make sure we don't have an injured guy over on the sideline. I don't think we do. I think it's just, hey, let's get the backup some snaps.
Yeah. At this point, it's all practice right here.
Yeah. So we got 3rd down, and I'm looking at 20, maybe 19. We'll be generous, call it 19. Maddox heads back to the wideout spot. And it looks like Corbin's back in at QB. Wonder what kind of hang-up we had there. 2-2-1 formation. Corbin calls for the ball. There's a snap. Good snap this time. Looking deep down the sideline, looking for the timing pattern, and that one's going to be on the wideout. He pulled up on his route.
Yeah.
You got to run that route out. Now I'm sitting here watching it, and you got to run that route all the way through. Quarterback through to where you were going to be, and you pulled up.
And you got to have faith in your quarterback to get there, and you got to think you can't outrun him, so you better be running as hard as you can down the field.
Yeah, so that'll bring up 4th and long.
This could be a punting opportunity, number 5 for Cordell.
6, I think.
We've got 5 in. This will be number 6, Yep. And just for the record, Sayre's leading 41-6 as we punt again.
Eagles on their side of the 50 begin with the ball. 1st and 10. Wondering when we'll start seeing some substitution on both sides coming in. Blue Devils can't substitute too many. I believe we brought 14 to the game.
You got 3 you can substitute then. So.
Yeah, 3, and and only certain positions.
Right.
I think we got a couple of defensive linemen or offensive linemen we can sub in there. And a couple of guys you can shuffle and rotate, but that's just about it. So here we go, 44-yard line. And Blue Devils late on the substitution right there. Defensive scheme looking a little different than it has. A stack in the middle. He cuts to the outside. He's being tracked down, brought down at the Blue Devil 40, we'll call it 47. I think that's where he's going to end up with that right foot. He's walking across the field.
Number 33 and number 4 made the tackle.
So you got Corbin and there it is, Crossland on the tackle. Just short of the first down by about a yard. And Blue Devils stacking that middle right now. That last play on defense they did, just stack the middle, and now Sayre's got to find some room to the outside, and now they're tanking the line there. Oh, nice step out of the tackle by number 10. He had a tackler, had a bead on him, and he just kind of stepped out of there, and the tackler whiffed. Good move by the running back, and he scoots on ahead for about a 10-yard gain, which will be a Sayre first down.
And they'll mark it inside the 40 at the 38.
2:11 to go in the third quarter. Been all Sayre Eagles from the opening kickoff.
41-6 is your score right now with Sayre on top.
They get him in right behind those linemen, and he's hard to find. And he's tough to bring down on his own, but he's hard to find in there.
And the way they bunched their lineup together as close as they are, I think our defense is still spread a little bit. And if you stack your defense in there a little bit closer, that might help on that. But as soon as you do that, they'll bounce outside.
Yeah, they bounce outside, so.
They're doing it for a cause, and they're doing a good job of it. So
they're executing their offense, and that's what they're supposed to do. So here we come again, straight downhill, and he is going to have enough for the first down. The Sayre Eagle first down.
And big number 77 for Cordell came across and helped on that tackle.
Tucker Preby had a good scrimmage last week, as well as Sam Lindsay and J.D. Maddox and Corbin all had good scrimmages last week, and that's been your top performers tonight. And that, with barring injury, those will be your top performers for the most part this year until guys start growing into their own and learning what they're doing and acting on instinct. There's the reverse. We saw it earlier, and he is stacked up in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. Blue Devils all over that one. Something about the way they ran it teed that right defensive end off, and we have Tucker Preby on the tackle. I think we have a timeout. Yeah, the same kid that was cramping up a minute ago. He's gonna hobble off there.
Better come off for a minute.
Yeah, and if he's a key part of your offense, at this stage of the game with this lead, you might want to just give him a break for the fourth quarter. They're going to wind the clock, and I don't think we're going to see another down for the third quarter. Maybe. He's trying to get him to wind the clock.
Next Friday night, Cordell will head to Merritt for a ball game.
Who is getting whooped like a red-headed stepchild, 39-6 by Hinton. Watonga all over Thomas, 35-16. Let's see here. Try to get some other local. Let's see. Walters up. Walters is a district game for us. Walters up on Conowall, 22-14. Cashin being handed their Heine, 49-6. Now they issued a lot of those out over the years, so they had a couple of coming.
And that'll be at the end of the third period of play.
Blue Devils trail this one, 41-6. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
All right, beginning the fourth quarter, Eagles heading east, and 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. See what kind of...
I heard that Mike's Meat commercials. I saw the other day they have a package deal. If you want to get a whole bunch of steaks and hamburger and all that, and pork chops, everything you need, they've got a one price deal right there. It's a real bargain. So,
pitch to the outside. 21's got a long track on the field. Full head of steam. About a weasel snort short of a 15-yard gain.
He got stacked up over on the far side. So.
But yeah, after he ran about 13 yards, he long side of the field, and
17-yard line.
A couple of quick scores for you. I told you about Cashin getting beat. Looking at Walters is ahead. Minko is up on Dibble. These are former opponents. Fairview's up 49-2 on Hobart. Inside handoff there, and right up the middle again. Just that misdirection. Hard to go down. Scoots in for the score. There's another Eagle touchdown with 11:17 to go in the fourth quarter.
47-6 right here. They'll line up to run the...
Go for two.
They're going to go for it right here. So. Handoff right side. Up the middle.
It's stacked up, and they're going to give it to him on the far side.
Yep.
Two-point conversion is good. Back to the old Barry Switzer adage. Getting hung half 100 on us. 11:17 to go in the ball game. 49-6 for the Eagles. I think we'll stay right here for this go round.
Might as well.
And you mentioned Mike Smeets has a lot going on early in the season. You know, we run these advertisements and these ads. A lot of what this broadcast is brought to our sponsors. Make sure you give these guys patronage as you can. You know, we've got some banks and some investments agencies on here, some pharmacies, just a lot of hometown stuff. Wheeler Ford's right here. So, yeah, just a lot of hometown stuff there. If you appreciate the broadcast, being able to listen to the game, good, bad, or ugly, being able to listen to the game without actually being here in this 105-degree press box.
Yeah, my horror story, I'll tell everybody, I said, one year we were playing at Canton, and their press box is black because their colors are black and red. And we were in the press box on the west side of the field, and the north-south field. The home people were sitting on the west side, and they had their backs to the sun. We were on the east side with our face in the sun in a black press box, and it was only about 104 that evening when the game started.
Yeah.
So by the time the sun went down, it got down only in the high 90s.
Oh, yeah. I think one of my favorite ones is we were down in Frederick with several wasp nests in the visitors' press box. That was always enjoyable. But no, out here, if you enjoy watching or listening, rather, to the game from your air-conditioned house or on Facebook, let our sponsors know how much you appreciate them by giving them patronage. Go buy their products, or just let them know how much you appreciate them.
I go in and see the crew at the Right Here convenience store quite often.
Yeah.
So
11:17 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils trail this one 49-6. Here's the kick. Straight down the middle of the field. Bounces out. Scooped up at the 15. Some misdirection. Puts his head down. Corbin barrels down to the 35. Blue Devils take over there. Let's see what kind of defense we got coming out here. As I would expect, and just an opinion, I would expect to start seeing some subs on the Eagles side of the football, and it looks that way. It looks like we have a few different guys in there than have been. You can tell by the clean numbers.
Yeah.
They've got the maroon uniform, but the guys who've been in the whole game, you look down here on the sideline, their numbers are grungy.
Yep. 11-10 left in the ball game. Sayre leading Cordell 49-6. So get some experience and practice right here.
Yeah, 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Diamond formation in the backfield. Fake handoff, rolling to the right. Pitches late. Well pursued. Good. He's still on his feet somehow. And he gets back probably close to the line of scrimmage. It looked like he's going to be stacked up about 3 yards short. Got hit, kept his feet, and got a little closer to the line of scrimmage, to the short side of the field.
If I'm going down, I'm going to crawl on your back a little ways and
that's just about what he did. And so he did a good job keeping his feet. And here's what the tough thing about a game like this, when you're probably need a break. You know, with 14 guys, you know, you might be able to give them a break from their original position, but you're probably not going to be able to give them much of a break.
The break you get is when you get on the bus for the ride home.
Yeah, it's just kind of how it is in small-town football. 2-2-1 stat, got a flag on the play. Timeout. Okay, now the referee's going to call a flag, going to throw a flag, but the side judge gave the coach a timeout. And I think we're just having some execution issues. Some guys trying to figure out where they're supposed to be lined up and what they're supposed to be doing. And again, with a new system, new coaching staff, that's kind of par for the course. Just guys trying to learn a new position. And again, we've got guys who didn't play football in the last couple of years out there playing significant playing time, starting in certain positions.
And then some of them, when they first signed up, there's some of them that decided after school started, said, well, I think I'd like to go give it a try. We got a new coach. Let's give Coach Gilmore a shot right here, and Coach Blankenship. And Buddy says it'll be good. So, and with Coach Jacoby Mitchell, so they'll say it'll be good. Get out there and practice. Get out there and play a little bit. You work up a little sweat, but it'll cool off. And they're going to feed you up and down the road here. So.
They're going to give you something. They're going to get you some grub. I see here. Everybody trying to hydrate here. Like I said, I think that last time out was just to save a penalty. And it's not the worst thing ever, just trying to make sure your guys start executing some stuff. And we got we had a really different looking formation there until that tackle moved back to the line.
Yeah.
2-2-1 stack. Running back stacked up directly behind Corbin. And now we have motion. And this is the first time I've seen this today. And there it is up the middle. I'm kind of surprised we showed that, but it was successful. He gets up the line about 3 yards, brings up third down and about 8. You put the wide out in motion, and he goes back behind the running back, and then he becomes a blocker as the ball snapped.
And there's a really wide hole on the left side out between the tackle and the end, and so he had a good hole, but the safety for Sayre had to come up and cover that.
So third down, and I'm going to call it a long 6, short 7. Let's see what we look at here. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Single setback behind Corbin in the gun. 4 seconds to go on the snap. Ball snap, looking to pass, fakes it. Now throws on the run, and ball batted away at the last second. And but just couldn't quite hold on. Good defense out there on the edge. 4th and we'll call it 7. I'm not sure if we're punting or if we're going to run more offense. Let's see.
We're going to punt it.
I'm going to punt it back there. Smart move this time of the game.
Yeah.
And 9:29 to go. Clock stops at the incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's textbook. You got to punt this one away.
Yeah.
So you might try to play razzle dazzle, but it'll cost you big. So.
Well, I was just thinking if they had the running clock going. That, sometimes you do things. Good punt. Best punt of the night. He hit that solid. It trails back to the 14-yard line. Best punt of the night. Flew straight, rolled long. Eagles will begin their drive from the 14-yard line. So that's a punt to flip the field for the Blue Devils. Probably a good thing. I think we're seeing some new numbers out there now. Got some of the same old ones, but a couple of the new ones. Guys coming in for the Eagles.
What's our line of scrimmage right there?
14.
14, okay.
Yeah, he flipped the field really well. That's his best punt of the night.
Who's punting?
That is number 73, Caden Rivera.
Oh, he's had some brothers that played good ball.
We had a few Riveras running around.
How many times does the youngest of the bunch play better than the older two?
Oh, it's because he had to deal with their stuff growing up.
They beat him up forever, so he learned the hard way. So,
Blue Devils flex to the outside and stacked up as he tries to cut across the middle. That may be about the best hit of the night for the Blue Devil defense. Tucker Preby stacked that one up after about a 4-yard gain. Defense got the edge, forced him back to the inside, and Tucker Preby was right there waiting on him. We were looking at the statistics, some of the names and numbers, age of players that are coming out. I think we got a kid with some blood on him. He's going to have to come out and get the blood flow stopped.
Wash that off. Put a
little bit of
patch
dirt
on it.
Put a little bit of dirt on it, or like my parents used to do. My dad used to, if you got stung by a bee or had a scrape or something, put some Skoal on it and then a Band-Aid.
That'll fix it.
Yeah, can I tell you how much that burned?
Burned the pain out of there, though.
Yeah. 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. New player in to replace is Matthew Fuller. Replaces Corbin. Straight up the middle. Blue Devils stack it up and stop it after about a 3.5-yard gain.
We're going to give him almost the 25-yard line.
Trying to see if I can spot any other numbers in on the field, get some names in. Mamas and daddies love hearing their baby's name on the radio, even this time of game. Corbin coming back in instead of Fuller.
Now before a Fight Eagle first down at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they still practice every day, so they got to be out here and they get credit for it.
Ball's on the ground. There was all kinds of confusion on that play. I don't know if it was a bad sign. I think the center snapped the ball before anybody was ready. Now, he's been caught a couple of times not snapping when everybody else was ready. I think he wanted to get ahead of the game this time. So no gain on the play. The ball fell forward by about a fat football, an overinflated football. So second and long for the Eagles. 7:33 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils trail this one 49-6.
Well, can you underinflate a football?
Yes, you can.
I've heard the pros do that every now and then.
Yeah. You know, those greatest of all time Hall of Fame quarterbacks sometimes deflate footballs. Or, you know, I don't know. little shady shenanigans going on there. That's a 10-yard gain for the Eagles, and it'll be 1st and 10. Eagles.
Out to the 36-yard line.
Down. 7 minutes flat. 7 minutes flat to go in this one. We were talking about the numbers. 14 freshmen, not much playing time among them for the Eagles. 3 freshmen for the Blue Devils. Straight up the field, and stacked up about 2 yards down the field. Be second and about 8 for the Eagles. For the Eagles, you also had 5 sophomores, 9 juniors, only 2 seniors. So this is a young team that, as they get more snaps, is probably just going to get better with that experience. Blue Devils, 8 juniors and 3 seniors, 6 sophomores. And, again, there were more than that before we had a just rash of injuries. We lost a couple of guys who were going to be significant contributors to the offense and defense, but that's just the way it goes. Second down, and I'll call it 7. Again, see, he was stacked up behind the line of scrimmage by his own guys, but we didn't have any jerseys to get a hand on him.
Well, he pitched, and he was going to go the right side. That was blocked off, so he came back to the inside and got a little motion after he had been that direction. So
got a gimpy Eagle coming off the field, probably cramping up as well. He's replaced by the other one that's been cramping up. 5:55 to go in the ball game. Sayre taking their time. The official is, he's about to take off, trying to wind the clock. Here we go. Here's the snap. Oh, everybody but the center was on cue again. And that's gonna go back against the Eagles. A little bit off on the snap tonight, but those are things you get worked out with the issues. Blue Devils still competing, still out there competing on every down. One thing that Coach said to me was, you're never going to win every down.
Right.
But if you win a down, you got to go out and win another down. If you lose a down, you got to go out and win the next down. And, that's at this point in the game, you're just watching and hoping your guys keep competing no matter how this looks, what the scoreboard is. They keep fighting off. And there's he almost had him in the backfield, just missed him. And good job stringing it out and cutting them back to where there's some help. Danny Corbin strings it out, didn't allow the running back to get the edge, but down the field we go. That's going to be about a 16-yard game, be a first down for the Eagles.
There was a big conversation about one of the offensive linemen. They said if you run 66 plays and you run 65 of them good and you miss one, that's the one you're going to hear about.
That's the one you're going to hear about. Crazy the kind of culture we live in. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils trail 49-6. Blue Devils stack the line, pitch it to the left, turn it inside. Good running back keeps his feet, but he's trying to cut back, and there was somebody there waiting on him to cut back. Number 6, J.D. Maddox in on the tackle.
Yeah, J.D. was fighting off defenders, and then when he got a chance, he just launched and took him down.
Yeah. Caden Rivera, and he's in on the play. Him and number 20 had a little bit of hang-up, Alex Yake, and they were just getting it figured out. congratulating each other on the play, getting some bygones behind them. Blue Devils creeping up on defense. Still active. Blue Devils blow that one up inside. Missed the tackle in the hole. They had it read, and that's one of those younger guys. Now, that's a younger guy. Missed the tackle in the hole.
Well, you see that, and they're learning. They're so close to getting the tackle deep and stuff, and you just miss him by half a hand, and he's gone. So
missed the angle, So the effort's there. Blue Devils' effort is there, and they're fighting it out. 3:35 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 Eagles on the Blue Devil 32-yard line. Blue Devils fighting it out, not giving up anything easily. There's the snap coming right inside hand. Oh, had him again in the backfield, but couldn't quite finish him off. And there's a good cleanup hit by Danny Corbin. Not sure who had him down low, but Danny Corbin finished him up high. And after about a 5-yard gain, and again, that's where they were right there, just a hand in the backfield. Couldn't quite get the running back
had
down.
2 hands on him, and it slipped off.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating when you're playing that and it doesn't happen. It'll get better as the season goes along. So.
Same play to the right side. Rumbles down. Looks like that's going to be a first down as well. Got just enough for the first down. Coach has his second squad getting ready to come in the ball game right here.
He's getting them talked up and ready.
Getting them talked up, ready, getting them down close to the goal line. Going to try to get them a couple plays in. 2 minutes to go, 2:20 to go in the ball game.
With Sayre leading 49-6.
Yeah, and they're winding the clock down. They're going to give their young guys about 2 minutes on the field. Kind of go from there.
We're going to call a timeout? Yeah,
there's the timeout. And we're going to go for just a second with them. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107 The Zone.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
All right, we're back here at the halftime. It's looking like we're going to get some mass subs out for the Sayre Eagles, giving their younger guys a chance to work in the red zone a little bit, see how they execute. Starters come off. They played a pretty good game. They executed their offense pretty well. They're not exactly the biggest guys on the planet, but they ran their plays
right.
Executed well. Blue Devils.
They're just going basically dive left, dive right, dive center. Nothing fancy, nothing extraordinary. They're just playing dive plays.
So Blue Devils, again, most of the starters are still on the field because, that's what we got. Let's see what we got here. Here's the snap. Everybody on the right side.
I saw motion.
Everybody on the right side moved beforehand.
And if we can see it up here, I hope the officials can see it down there.
Yeah. So. Well, two guys with eyeglasses that we need those eyeglasses a lot. We see it. If we see it, they should see it. There we go. We'll try it again, lined up in the same formation. Everybody trying to get some. Center was a little bit late, and that didn't
stacked him up.
And the kind of what you expect against, starters. And I think we got a Blue Devil cramping up. He's going to shake it off and get up.
55 made the tackle. Who's 55? Is it Preby?
55. Again? No, Preby's 77. 55 is Alex Kennedy, one of
our
team captains for the game tonight.
He made a good tackle in the backfield.
And they've had a few guys active all over the field tonight. He had Danny Corbin and obviously J.D. Maddox, Tucker Preby, Sam Lindsay. Kennedy's been in. I can remember calling his name several times, as well as Fuller and Wood. And that one's brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
55 again.
Yeah, 55 again. So, Caden Rivera, he's been kicking pretty well all night. I remember calling Crossland's name a couple of times. One guy we'll get back in a few weeks is the young man named Gage Miller. That'll add some depth
And size.
It helps out a whole lot. And yeah, it's just kind of learning, growing pains as they go. Again, some of these guys didn't even play last year, and
under a minute to go in this ball game.
Under a minute to go, we might get. I think they're going to have to give us a snap or get a penalty.
Yeah. Well, I want to remind everybody that softball will be at Cordell on Monday night with Blair. Tuesday night, junior high football will be playing Hinton at Cordell. So they got a timeout on the field. We'll just stay right here for a little bit. 42 seconds left in the contest, but like I said, softball will be at home Monday with Blair. Then on Tuesday night, junior high football versus Hinton. So get out and support them and tell them hi. Go to the fair tomorrow and enjoy all that as the fair winds down. They've had a good run for 3 days. Or you can go to the movie tomorrow night. I went to the movie last night to see that. So
what'd you watch last night?
Where the Crawdads Sing.
Huh.
That's a good movie now. It's well worth the trip. So.
Watonga up on Thomas 43-16. Crescent 7-0 over Moreland. Hinton 46, Merritt 6. Local scores. Empire 8, Rush Springs 0. We'll see both of those guys this year. Cashin 49-13 on the bad end of that. Fairview up 49-2. Good little scamper to the outside. And hit hard and driven out of bounds with 34 seconds to go in the ball game. And there's a penalty back here. Two guys getting chippy with it and holding. Yeah, they're going to call holding on that. So that eliminates a good run, and was probably why there was a good run. So
opened up real good.
Opened up real good when you hold a guy and commit a penalty against them. It just happens that way. Oh. So not the opening, Blue Devils were looking for, but there's a lot of growth to be had from here as the game progressed.
And a lot of learning. We've seen a lot of things that going, I should have done that. I should have done this. And so this will be an opportunity for them to improve.
Seeing the lights come on a little bit, and then it'll come on a little bit more next week. We're in Merritt next week.
Yes.
Same Blue Devil time, same Blue Devil channel. So with 33 seconds left, they're going to run another play, and it's 3rd and about 30. There's the pitch to left, student body left, and he's going to skate to the outside and get flung down again.
Slam dance right there.
Yeah. So here we go.
He got a cramp.
He cramped up as soon as
he slam danced him into the ground. Number 73. He said, "Nope, I'm up. I'm fine."
Yeah, Caden Rivera.
Stretch me out. I'm fine. So let's get this game over. 7-6 and 6 seconds. Counting down right here.
So at the end of this one, Blue Devils on the losing end, 49-6, and here comes the whistle and the buzzer and the sound and all that. We'll be back in just a minute to sign off and give you a few stats, and we'll see you in just a minute. You're listening.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
All right, we're back here. Blue Devils on the losing end of the opening game of the season, 49-6. It was all Sayre early, all Sayre in the middle, and mostly Sayre at the end. Just wasn't the best night in the world, but Blue Devils looked competitive the entire way through. You didn't see guys quitting and giving up on plays. It's just just what it's going to be for a little bit. Growing Pains will be in Merritt next week at 7 o'clock. And Dudley, I'm going to let you sign us off. I'm going to sit here and listen to what you got to say.
Well, as you look at this, both teams huddled up out here. Sayre at the middle of the field, Cordell over on their sideline right here. Like I said, what we saw good out of Cordell, they warmed up good. And then after they got warmed up, came on the field and never got the wheels on the wagon the way we had hoped they would, the way they expect they would. But what you see out of these is a no lack of effort. These kids learned a lot in this ball game, whether you like to score or not. 49-6. There's been a lot of lopsided scores all around the state tonight, so we're not the only ones coming up on a game like this, so you got to appreciate that end of it.
Gore, another Class A school from out east, beat their opponent 60-0. So,
okay.
I mean,
and there's no run rule in 11-man.
Yes, no run rule in 11-man football.
It's too bad there's not. There's a run rule in 8-man football. There should be. I've promoted this forever. I said there should be a run rule in 11-man also, because I'd say once you're down 40-some points, you're not going to come back from that one. So
and sometimes prolonging the game just creates injuries. You got guys that are tired, and you got guys that are a little dejected, and then you got guys who are fired up.
And you got one thing you got to realize: to have these ball games, you got to have the ambulance crew here. I don't care what town you're in. The ambulance crews are leaving Sayre now. The ball game's over. Ambulance crews are leaving. We appreciate them showing up, and you got to appreciate the fact this field looks really, really nice. It's in good shape. They've got a good stadium here. Now, we do have to bring our own light in our end of the press box, but I don't hold that against them.
It'll be all right. You only have to come here once a year.
Every other year, so,
Well,
Brian Richardson is a good guy, and he hadn't had to worry about that because we'll bring our own, no problem. So,
well, get out and support your sponsors. Again, they make the broadcast possible for us. You can stay at home and listen to the game on the air conditioner, watch it on Facebook. You can listen to it on the air conditioner. That's fine.
Yeah, well, I know where you're headed.
Yeah,
now, so
I'm heading to the AC.
Drive around in your car,
That's
turn it on
right.
the radio, 106.9 FM. And we'll get the rest of them here for you. But, next week we're on the road to Merritt. The following week we'll be at home to Burns Flat. And then we got 5 home games. We got 5 away games. Some of them, the only longest distance ball game is when we go to Empire. People go, where is Empire? Have you ever gone to Duncan and then get south and then turn right? You'll find it down there in the sticks.
It'll be there. Well, for Blue Devil Radio, I'm Mike Sutherland.
And this has been Dudley Simpson.
Thank
Tell
you
your sponsors thank you.
Yeah, thank you for listening. We'll catch you in the same place, 106.9 FM and 107 The Zone on Facebook. Thank you for listening. Good night.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise